Please, let's sit. Hey, yeah. God is not looking for preachers. He's not looking for singers. He's looking for witnesses. Because a witness is a custodian. When he shows up, he reveals God. He can reveal God through singing. He can reveal God through preaching. He can even reveal God through drawing. But anything he does, he emits God. Like a radiating agent. He emits God to a world. Because our world is full of darkness. They are looking for God. God is the cure of the affliction of this age. And so the era to brag with a title is over. The era to brag with a gift is over. The era to brag with a car is over. When you show up, they find out, what constituency of the Spirit are you coming from? What dimension of God do you carry? Are you of the order of light? Are you of the order of the glory? Are you of the order? Because that's what the world is seeking. The ministry of the last day is the ministry of the fullness. That when men walk, it will be an army of Christ walking. When we enter a city, it's an army of Christ walking. And when you touch us, you know you've touched God. That's why Paul said, be ye followers of me, even as I'm the follower of Christ. If you see me, you've seen him. John said, as he is. Who talks like that? He knows where he's talking from. Because there's a reality that mortality must be swallowed up by immortality. There is a place humanity must get to where they become vital custodians of immortal dimensions. That when you talk to men and touch men, you touch God. One of the most troubling stories I heard in my life was the fact that India today is not a Christian nation because of Christians. Mahatma Gandhi was in South Africa. They spoke to him about Jesus. He was so fascinated and he wanted to know Jesus. And so he thought the natural thing to do, or the best way to get to know Jesus, is not just to read a book, but to find out those who have met him and see what they look like. Because at the end of the day, that's what he will also look like. And when he came into the gathering of the saints, he was segregated. And he said, if I have not seen you, I would have believed you're Jesus. We must produce Bible, but there are no witnesses. The first witness is a man who has touched God. And so in the ministry of the fullness, our goal and our focus is to become the host of God. Because this is the burden of God from ages past. After he created the world, he needed to be a participator of the world he has created. But he was too big for the world. And so there was no dwelling place for him. In Isaiah 66 from verse 1, he said, where is the house that you have made for me? He said, heaven is my throne. The earth is my footstool. But where is the house that you have prepared for me? And Paul came through spiritual technocracy. He said in 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 19, he said, you are the house of God. You are the tabernacle of God. You are the host of God. You are the answer to the question God has been asking for ages past. And so every time you want to find the fullness of God, you are supposed to come look for believers. And then we ask you, which of his dimension are you looking for? Is it his power? Is it his excellence? Is it his wisdom? Is it his authority? Is it his glory? We buffet him. We are a buffet of God. Because when you enter the glory, you will discover. See, the reason God created you the way he did was not because he wanted to be creative. The reason he created you the way you are is because every part of you represents something in the glory. The hand of God is power. That's why I say lay hands on the sick. Your hand is a symbol of power. God's hair is his purity and his agelessness. So when we talk immortality, that's why when men grow old, their hair becomes white. Because when you see God, his hair is white. He speaks of purity and agelessness. God's face is his presence. He speaks of his government. That's why when you look at a man, if he's wrong, he knows. Your judgment is communicated through your sight. God's feet is his reign. That's why it's anywhere you step to, I've given to you as a possession. Because his reign is in his feet. He shall put his enemies at his footstool. And he said, where the soles of your feet shall step to, I have given to you.